If a girl asks you out, like, she's paying.
Oh.
I have many work husbands who come in to see me.
What would be your first date?
Go to the supermarket, go to the Macca's drive-thru or something.
Is it like the hairy toes?
Yeah.
Is it the
Kind of have like chess and jazz kind of nights. Yeah.
chess?
Are
and
you taking the
jazz?
piss?
We're all about gender equality, right?
Okay, well, what's your favorite piece of feminist literature?
3, 2, 1. Hey, Dating Void. How are we feeling? For those that don't know, how does the Dating Void work?
Okay, guys, so we have 2 contestants backstage that are blindfolded. They're going to come out here. We're going to grill and interrogate each one. They're either going to be a good match or they're not. Regardless of the outcome, you guys then have the opportunity to come and steal any person that takes your fancy. See where the night takes us.
Are we ready to meet the first contestant? Yes. Let's bring them out.
Amazing. Hello, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
And your name is?
I'm Abby.
Everybody say hi,
Hey, Abby. Describe yourself, Abby. Let's get to know you.
I am 22. I love the outdoors. I love to be active. I'm a bit of an active relaxer. No days off. I'm always doing something. And yeah.
Are you looking for someone to do these things with? You're looking for someone who's
Yes.
like a bit of an active relaxer as well?
Definitely, yeah. I'm like go, go, go all the time. Like I don't want to rest. I don't want to sleep. So I need someone who like wants to do that with me.
You wake up on a Sunday morning, what's happening?
Well, I actually work Sundays.
Okay, wake up on your kind of weekend. What's your dream
Okay.
weekend?
Well, usually I'd wake up really early, like with the sunrise kind of. I'm a morning person. I'll go for a
Nice.
swim, go for a walk, maybe get a coffee, and then like hang out with some friends. Ideally it's sunny and we're at the beach. And then, yeah, go home and get to bed.
Great.
What do you do for a job, Abby?
I work in hospo.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a manager at a cafe. So,
Nice.
yeah.
So busy weekends.
Very, yeah.
Do you manage to meet potential partners in your place of work, or is that a no-no? Oh, here we go. There's a story.
Every day. There's, I have many work husbands who come in to see me.
Interesting.
I'm very familiar with all the regulars. I do have a crush on quite a few of them.
That's allowed.
So if you come to my cafe and I give you a free coffee, take the hint.
Oh,
Yeah.
now what's the cafe?
Oh, I don't want to. No, because like, what if they're watching? You know, I don't.
Free
wanna,
publicity.
I'll just say that we sell bread as well.
Oh.
She works at Baker's Delight.
Have you ever written like a little note on a coffee or like done anything like that?
Someone left his computer charger one time, and he's someone who comes in every day. So I wrote his name on the thing, and then I wrote my number like underneath it.
Smooth.
But then when he came back the next day, I wasn't working, and my manager gave him the charger, but she took it out of the bag and gave it to him.
Oh.
And so then he didn't get my
Cockblock.
number. I know. And now he hasn't come back for like 2 weeks.
Imagine if he was the one that was backstage.
Oh my God. No.
Yeah. Surprise.
Is his name?
When was your last relationship?
Just over a year ago.
How was that?
It was fine.
Ended okay? On good terms?
On good terms now, yeah.
At the time.
He did break up with me on New Year's Eve.
Oh.
Yeah.
Context,
I
what
know.
happened?
So we'd been together for like long enough, and then he had moved to Melbourne like a couple months before the New Year. So like in November he moved to Melbourne. And we did long distance for a little bit. It was fine, whatever. I went to go visit him over New Year's, and I got there on Boxing Day, all fine and dandy. We had like 4 days together, good fun. Then on New Year's Eve we were getting ready to go to the zoo. And then I'm like doing my hair or whatever, and he goes, "Hey, I think we should talk."
Oh.
I was like doing my hair. I'm like, "Oh yeah, like what do you mean? What about?" And then he's like, "Yeah, we should break up." And I went, "Oh."
Did you leave him at the zoo?
We didn't even get to the zoo.
Oh,
I know. I was
God.
really excited for the zoo, but we didn't even get there. Yeah, I was meant to fly home like a week after that, but I changed my flight to be like 2 hours after that.
Yeah.
So then I was like, "You need to take me to the airport." And then,
Take you to the zoo.
oh, thank you. But yeah, like the flight, it was really funny. we flew like during the countdown, so the pilot was counting down like over the speaker like 10. Everyone on the plane's like 9, 8, and I'm just sitting there like
Crying.
in hysterics. Yeah, it was a real character building moment. But then I said to myself, well, it's only up from here this year, you know. And then I had a really great year.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Nice. Very good.
Now, Abby, is this did your ex wear jandals? Because I hear you've got a pet peeve for people that wear jandals and sandals and have their toes exposed.
He did wear jandals. The first time I met him, he was wearing jandals.
Because on your on your little dating bio, it says that, who do you think you are, Jesus?
Yeah, like, just put them away. You're a man. I don't need to see them, you know? Put some socks on or... I don't
Is
know.
it like the hairy toes? Is it the foot in general?
It's just everything about it. It's not for me.
What about the socks and Birks combo?
Oh, that's fine. I
That's
do that
okay?
all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm European. We love our socks and Birks.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. All right. Now, speaking of socks and Birks, what other qualities are you vibing with in a man?
Someone who's chill, but still loves to do things and is active, spontaneous, fun. Someone who's self-aware and like has a good sense of themselves and their values. Someone who's like a family man. Someone who's confident and funny.
It's a long list, but it's a good list.
Yeah, the stakes are high.
And what do you bring to the table? What are your good qualities?
I think I'm very adventurous. I always have lots of ideas. I always know where I want to eat when I get asked the question.
That deserves
That's
a clap.
good.
Thank you.
That's very good.
Yeah, because I'm very picky, so I know where I want to eat. And yeah, I think I'm fun and outgoing. And I'm an acts of service girl, so I'll always like do things for you.
Hey, the men love that.
Not too many things, but
What are some of the acts of services you've done for partners in the past?
I'll like oh no.
I knew it was going to go
Let's
there.
count. It was. Yeah.
Pick them up from boys' night at 4 a.m. out on town. I know.
So you're okay with the man going out having a good time?
Well, not
You're
anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was the old me.
That was the old you. You're not picking anyone up from 4 a.m.
No,
nightclubs
man,
anymore.
they're picking me up.
Okay, great. Is the lifestyle of your potential match an important thing? What are they doing on the weekends?
Definitely someone who's got like a healthy, balanced lifestyle, like someone who values their health and values like, you know, becoming a better person and just enjoys the outdoors as much as I do. Like I can't do the whole, like, you know, I can't watch TV while we eat dinner. I hate that.
Yeah.
You know, I want to talk to you about your day.
So you're deep.
Yeah.
You like to, like no surface level combo type
No,
vibe.
not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And your ideal man, what kind of physical attributes does he have? Is there anything that you're like, cool, big forearms, big nose, big dick?
Big everything. Yeah, big everything. Someone who's tall. Someone who's like, I like tattoos.
Okay.
I like the rugby player build, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, big shoulders.
Big shoulder,
Big
wide,
thighs.
girthy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to feel small, you know?
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you seem quite assertive. Like you know what you want, you know what you like. Are you looking for that in a man? You want someone who's a bit kind of like dominant, someone who's like knows what they want
Someone
as well.
who knows what they want,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah. Maybe not so like, I don't want like someone who's controlling or anything,
Of course,
but
yeah.
someone who like knows who they are and what they want.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what was it that made you want to apply to be sitting here right now?
I asked myself the same question. I really don't know. I think I'm just like, I thought it would be fun. And what if I did meet my husband this way? You know, that's a really good story to tell.
What a great thing
At
to
the
tell the
wedding.
kids, eh?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
You could play the tape for them.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh, should we?
I
Maybe
mean, when they're
not.
like
I don't
18.
What does this man, like your ideal man, do for a job?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe something exciting, something that involves not being in an office, but also like it's your job, so it's really not my place. Or like I don't, you know, as long as it brings home enough money, then
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So something
So-
exciting.
yeah,
I feel like you're looking for somebody that just is outside the stereotypical norms.
yeah.
Nice.
Someone who's different.
Someone who's different. You know what? I think this might be a good little match.
I think it could be a little good match. Yep. Let's get him out, eh?
Let's hear it for our next
We'll bring you guys out
contestant.
later.
Okay.
All right.
you
Let's give a
so
round of applause for
much.
Abby, everybody.
Hello.
Yo,
What's your
Yo.
name?
my name's Mitchell.
Hi, Mitchell.
Hey, Mitchell. Mitchell, tell us a bit about yourself. What do you do for a job?
I'm a brand ambassador, so I do like marketing stuff.
You would say that's an office job, maybe?
No, definitely not. It's like basically when you go to like a rugby game and there's like a little stand and they're doing like a game or like a giveaway or something, and then I'll like run that, and I'll just do it for heaps of different companies and brands. So it's lots of fun. Always something new, which is great.
Nice.
Yes, that's one of them.
Brand spanking.
Shout out Brand Spanking and Destro, of course. Shout out Destro, by the way, guys.
So you're a bit of an extrovert, would you say?
Oh yeah, one yes.
Yeah. Do you like all the attention?
No. Obviously there's like bad attention. You know, you can get bad attention.
Have you ever had really bad attention?
Yeah, 100%.
Tell us about that,
Okay,
Mitch.
sure. So one time I went to Indonesia and I went to the city called Yogyakarta, which is a city of 10 million people. And you go out into the streets and it's literally just a sea of people, like everywhere you can see. And obviously Indonesia, they're not the tallest people in the world. So they've got, you know, most of them are pretty short and I'm a pretty tall guy. So I had a lot of like just kind of people like looking up at me and it was a little bit intimidating and made me a bit anxious, but
Did they ask
Yeah.
for photos? Because
Yeah.
they did.
yeah, they would ask me for a photo, and then they would ask my dad for a photo, and then my brother would get in for a photo, and then they'll just have already left because he's kind of short. So
So you're a bit of a traveling guy. You've done a bit of traveling around?
honestly, not that much. I went to Indonesia and I went to Japan recently, but not a whole lot.
What would you say outside of work, outside of traveling? What are your hobbies?
I'm a big nature guy, so
This
I'm
is
really
good.
into like camping, going for walks in the forest and stuff like that, and just catching up with friends. Like I'm a big socialite as well, so I need to connect with people in order to recharge myself almost.
Are we talking boys' nights or like a romantic dinner?
Mostly boys' nights. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Wild boys' nights.
No, honestly, my friend group is like real tame. We kind of have like chess and like jazz kind of nights. Yeah.
Chess
Are
and
you taking the
jazz.
piss? or-
No, I swear, I'm not taking the piss. Like, that's us.
Name your top 5 jazz musicians to prove that you're not lying.
Oh, 5?
Okay, three.
How about just one?
I'll name one. It's my boy Yves Montand, French guy. He's got a great voice. So
What does he sound like?
you have to go on Spotify for that, probably.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to serenade us.
Bit of jazz scatting or something?
Yeah, it's jazz. Yeah.
No, I was hoping you would give us a
Yeah.
little
I'm not
bit
gonna
of
sing
jazz
to you
Bit of a
guys,
skitty
unfortunately.
Beep,
No.
boop,
No,
bop, beep,
okay.
bop. No. Okay.
I saw on your dating profile that it says that something that you do is send mixed messages or signals sometimes.
I don't know where that came from.
Sometimes
Who was
we get
writing
your
my
friends.
notes for me?
I might do that sometimes, but you got to keep it like, you can't just tell them what's up. You got to keep like a little bit of question in the back, because then it makes it exciting, right?
Do we? Is it really? Is that a strategy that's working for you, Mitch?
It's not even a strategy. It's kind of just healthy, because you got to keep it like,
You got to keep lying to them. Is that what you're saying?
no, you just got to understand that it's not always about them, and you got to give some space for yourself as well.
Okay. I'm not going to elaborate on that anymore.
What would you say your communication style is like? You reply straight away? You kind of give it a couple of days? Starting out in a relationship, how are you communicating?
It really depends on them, I think. If I'm like feeling the energy and I'm like super comfortable, then I'll probably reply, more quickly. But mostly, I guess, I'm not a big texter anyway, so I kind of just reply when I can, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. We asked this of your date. I'll ask you the same question. On your average weekend, you wake up. What are you doing in the? What's your kind of ideal start to a weekend?
Well, it'd be great to get a workout in, and then, get some vitamin D. Go outside, go to the beach, maybe go for a walk. The weekend's all about recharging, right? So you gotta get your vitamin D, you gotta get your workout, and then it's just about like whatever you're in the mood for,
I was gonna say, do you move quite fast in a relationship? Or you kind of get to like physical intimacy quite quickly?
It depends on the intention. If I'm like dating someone because I want to be with them, then no. But if I'm like going on a date with someone because I don't want to like be with them in long term, then I guess we'll see.
What is your intention tonight? Are you looking for love or are you looking for the other thing?
I don't think that you should ever look for love. I think that the best way to do it is to work on yourself, and then whoever's meant for you is going to come your way.
Right. And have you been doing the inner work?
Of course, you always got to self-improve, right?
Yeah, you're doing some positive affirmations?
Yep.
Yep. Tell us one.
Yeah, give us your positive affirmations. Tell us something great about yourself.
I think that I can talk to people. That's what I'm good at.
In what sense? In what sense? How are you getting out and talking to people? Like on the street?
Like, yeah, there might be a little bit of talking on the street, but I just kind of I feel like every person has something special about them that can improve yourself. Mm-hmm. So you can always get a little bit of insight or perspective from someone else. And I kind of like really like just talking to people and like getting, different perspectives and stuff.
So Mitch is on the street talking to people.
Getting intentions and stuff.
Yep.
Follow Mitch on the street.
For people that don't know, we have done our research and we know Mitch on the street. What's Mitch on the street? How did that start?
So Mitch on the street is a little interview page I've been doing over summer. So I've been trying to post a street interview every single day. It's on day 97 now.
That's a lot.
And it kind of just started because I was in Melbourne and I was drunk and I was just doing these interviews anyway. So I figured why not like start something,
Beautiful. And do you prefer, now that you're sitting up here, would you rather be the interviewer or the interviewee?
I've been the interviewee before and I think I prefer to have control over the conversation.
Yet you're sitting here blindfolded.
Well, I'm open-minded as well,
Let's quickly touch on your dating history. Last relationship, how was that?
It was a great relationship. It ended somewhat recently, I guess.
How recent?
Yeah.
It was in like December of last year.
How long was that relationship?
2 years.
Last 2 months, how have they been?
They've been chill, you just gotta work on yourself.
Yeah. How have you been working on yourself? How do you think you've... do you think you're ready to meet someone new after 2 months?
No. Well,
Mitch!
I mean, look. All right, listen. So obviously, you gotta go through your stage of recovery and reflection and all that.
And rebound? The 3
Anyway,
R's.
but you also gotta keep an open mind. Maybe your wife is around the corner.
Is
She could be.
Is she
She
around
could
the
be.
corner?
Should we get her out and find out if your wife is literally right around the corner?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yes,
Give a round of applause to
Mitch.
Mitch, everybody.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
So, I'll get you to follow the noise. You guys are sitting quite close too. You can reach out hands, you can touch,
you're right
you can...
Yeah, if you want to hold hands.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
That was a quick let go.
We don't want to rush anything.
That's true. That's true.
It's very true.
How are your love languages? Do we know what they are?
Can I know his name first?
Let's do that.
Would be a good
That's
idea.
probably more important.
My name's Mitchell.
Mitchell. I'm Abby.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Now, love language.
Yeah, love languages. Let's
Now
go.
important. Okay, yep. I'm acts of service.
Do we know what that is?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So is that like it? Just acts of service and
Yeah. I like to do things for people to show my appreciation for them.
nice.
Are you vibing with that, Mitch?
Yeah, of course.
Nice. What's your love language?
Well, I mean, I'm really I'm a physical touch guy, I'll be honest.
Okay.
But acts of service is great, you know?
I feel like physical touch and acts of service kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Same.
They can, yeah.
Potato, tomato. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mitch, what's something you'd like to know about your date tonight? Is there a burning question in your head, something that's important off the bat? You like a deep conversation? Now's your chance.
What's the furthest walk you've been on?
I actually really like this question because I love hiking and I love tramping. I did Cape Brett like last year. Oh no, it would have been the year before last, I guess. And that's like 18 Ks one way, 18 Ks back. Yeah, it was good. It was really fun.
Where's Cape Brett?
It's like up north, Bay of Islands, kind of.
Sick.
Yeah.
Mitch, do you want to fill Abby in on your hobbies? Because I feel like there's some common ground here.
I would love to
Sure.
know.
So as I mentioned previously, I am really into nature and camping and walking and that sort of stuff.
Cool.
But yeah, and among other things, of course, but we'll be here all day probably.
So we
Nice.
do have the time.
Well, I like talking to people and making videos.
Cool.
So, Mitch, why don't we pretend you're doing Mitch on the street right now?
Yes, let's
And
do
you
that. This
are
is Mitch
in-
on the
Yeah,
street.
this is Mitch. Take it away. So forget we're here. Forget the audience
Mitch
is
is
here.
on the streets.
Oh, you should probably say
Mitch is on the streets.
Mitch is on the
He is
street.
on all the streets.
Cool.
Mitch, would you like to explain what Mitch on the street is?
Okay, so I have a little like street interview page, I guess,
That's fun.
that I've been working on for over summer, just for a bit of fun, you know. And I like post a street interview every day. That's kind of
Cool.
what I've been doing.
Have you had any like crazy interviews?
Yeah, I've had some fucking wild interviews. You'd be so surprised, like, if you just go outside and talk to people, like, that will make your day. Like, there's so many crazy people out there.
I rate
Yeah.
that. Nice.
No way. You reckon?
What was the craziest interview, Mitch? Is there one that's jumping to mind?
Well, I mean, there's the big one that blew up, kind of. And
What was the big one?
It was with the homie Jacob, and he basically has a mafia called Dragon Mafia.
Oh, Dragon Mafia guy. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like talking about breaking your skull and eating your brain and that sort of stuff.
Hell
Like
yeah.
little chill thing, you know.
Mitch, do you want to Mitch on the street her and just like
I would honestly, I'd love to, yeah. But can I like re-upload this and like use it as an interview?
Yeah, we got
he's
you.
gonna
We
send
got
the
you.
files. Take it away, Mitch.
This is Mitch on the street. Mitch on the stage.
Oh god.
Take it away.
So Abby,
Yes.
what is the mission for your day?
Oh. I mean, my day's kind of at the end.
What was the mission?
The mission for my day starting off was to have I don't know, like have fun and be present.
Be present. I like
Yeah.
that.
Thanks.
We all need to work on that. All right, question 2. What's your biggest dream in life?
I want to be a mom. Yeah.
Love that.
Valid. Okay. And what's your biggest piece of advice you'd have for anyone watching?
Just in general?
Yep.
These are really hard questions to ask.
We're going to be out of a job.
My biggest piece of advice for the people watching is it's not what life throws at you, it's how you react to it.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That was
Mitch.
a great interview.
Great interview. Fantastic. I did notice there was a little bit of a squirming when when Abby mentioned mum. How do we feel about that, Mitch?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty young, so I'm not really thinking about like kids at
Well,
this stage.
Same. How old are you?
I'm 22.
Okay. Me too.
You too? Okay.
When's your birthday?
I'm in January. I'm an Aquarius.
Okay.
And what are you, Abby?
I'm a Libra. Yeah.
That's okay.
Do it.
Someone tell me, is that like
Aquarius
good
and
or?
Libra. Are they good or is that a?
Yeah, lots of
We-
thumbs up.
we've
Lots
got
of
some
thumbs
thumbs
up.
My ex was an Aquarius.
Oh.
But you know, if you can- But, you know, it meant that it worked out at some point
Clearly
in time.
it didn't.
So, you know.
What was he, a January or a February Aquarius?
He was also a January
Ah.
Aquarius. January 31st.
So you have a type.
Aquarius meant, yeah, low-key.
Mitch, if this worked out tonight, what would be your first date plan?
So honestly, this is going to be I think this might be a bit controversial, but I'm not a big, I don't like to go glamorous on the first date. I think that you shouldn't sugarcoat bad chemistry with a glamorous date, you know? So all we need
That's
is...
a hot take.
All we need is to sit down and talk. We can go to coffee, maybe, you know, go to the library, go to the supermarket. Something chill, you know?
Go to the supermarket.
But as soon as that chemistry shows itself, that's when we get into the princess treatment and that sort of stuff, you know?
Okay. All right.
Hold on. So I have to earn good treatment? What?
Well, I don't...
Mitch.
I mean, you could say like that, I guess.
Do I have to earn your, politeness? Or
No, of course not. You have my respect and my manners.
Okay.
But I'm just not gonna take you to Nobu on the first date or anything like that, you know? Just keep it chill. Keep it chill. Go to the Macca's drive-thru or something.
You could have just kept your mouth shut.
Abby, what are your thoughts on that whole thing?
Run, Abby,
Not
run.
quite impressed with the Maccas.
Not impressed with the Maccas.
Not ideal for a first date. I agree with, doing something you don't have to do something super lavish because it's the person you're with, not what you're doing. But I think
Facts.
for a first date, if you want to make a good impression, maybe put some effort in.
Okay, I'll be honest.
yeah.
Macca's was a bit of a joke. I was joking, guys.
What about the supermarket?
I also
that was a
drink
joke
coffee,
as well.
so, okay, yeah, cool.
No, yeah, usually it's coffee or just something really chill. It depends
am
on
I
who
paying?
asked. It depends on who asked who out.
Okay.
If a girl asks you out, she's paying.
Oh, okay. This is a debate. Wait. So
Let's unpack that.
if
Let's
the
unpack
girl
that, Mitch.
if the girl asks the guy out on the date, then she has to pay.
Well, we're all about gender equality, right?
Okay, well, what's your favorite piece of feminist literature?
I've got an answer for that.
Okay, go.
Ask him what his favorite jazz
I'm a
player
big
is.
fan of Angela Carter.
Oh.
She wrote a really good feminist rework of a lot of fairy tales.
Okay.
Basically, rewriting the fairy tales and a feminist approach, I guess. But
Cool.
learned about that in English class, so that's a big one for me.
What was
Hey,
her name?
I think we all owe Mitch an apology.
Angela
He just
Carter.
said that he knows a feminist literature person.
I will give him that, actually. I don't know what answer I'd come
I
up with.
can't call you out on whether or not that's false
Yo,
or true
Google
because
it right
I don't
now.
actually know.
Someone Google that. Fact check. All right, Mitch, before we do a reveal on whether this will progress to a second date, is there anything else you'd like to know about Abby?
Well, one thing that's quite important to me is that I like a partner who isn't afraid to make fun of themselves a little bit and doesn't take things too seriously and can just have a bit of a laugh. So I guess, are you like pretty serious or?
I'm
Mitch, she's blindfolded on a date.
pretty unserious.
I think that's the answer right there, right? You probably wouldn't do this if.
Mitch, are you a bit of a serious person?
Not at all. No, I like
Mitch
to have
is on the
fun.
street. He's not serious.
There's no seriousness. Abby, is there anything you'd like to know from Mitch before we make a decision?
You consider yourself unserious, but are you in terms of a relationship, are you looking for something serious? Or are you just here for a lol?
Well, I might as well rip the band-aid off, I guess. So they asked me when my previous relationship was, and I told them that it ended in December of last year. And everyone in the crowd was like, red flag, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not really...
Can I ask why it ended?
Yeah. So, it was all mutually happy and mutually respectful, and we're all on good terms.
So you said it was in December.
Yes.
What date did you break up with her?
Yeah, ask those questions, sis.
This is important.
So we actually like planned it together. And
Premeditated breakup.
yeah. And so it was actually the date of my graduation,
Oh.
which was the December the 11th, if you really like.
Okay, interesting choice.
But
it
we
wasn't.
were-
It wasn't New Year's Eve.
no.
Okay, cool. That's cool.
Yeah, no, we like fully like announced it to my friend group and everything like that together. So
You two
Did
together
you post? Did
announced
you post
Yes.
a video on Mitch on the street announcing
Yeah.
your breakup?
I like you. I like you. All right,
Okay.
Mitch on the street and Abby. Shall we do a thumbs up, thumbs down?
Sure.
Any other questions?
I need to know a bit more, I think.
I just heard
Okay,
someone say
by all
Abby,
means,
girl.
Mitch, ask away.
So, Abby, what do you think is your favorite thing in the whole world?
My favorite thing in the whole world. Can I have two answers?
Yeah.
Is my cat and the beach.
What's your favorite beach?
I love Papamoa Beach.
And okay, I've got one more question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have like any like do you do like any sports or like anything like that?
I go to the gym and I also take ballet classes. And
Flexible.
I also take Spanish lessons. And I also do pottery and ceramics. See, I have a lot of hobbies. Yeah.
Okay, I've got one more question. What do you do for work?
I'm a manager at a cafe.
Which one?
I don't want to disclose that publicly.
Wait,
in
you're a
case-
manager.
Yes.
How did you get to that stage?
Girl boss.
So I've like taken over.
That's
here.
all right. You're Mitch on the street. I'm just Elisa.
I don't know. The old manager left and they asked me to take it on.
I think that's all I've. Yeah.
That's
I'm
all?
good.
Are
Yeah.
you sure?
Well, I've got a question for you, Mitch. One last one. What's your coffee order?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Okay. So usually I'll just get a long black with milk on the side.
Okay.
What does that say about him, Abby?
Well, I rate the long black. I also drink my coffee black. The milk on the side always just is funny to me because I'm like, do you want black coffee or not? You know.
Yeah.
But I would never judge. The only what kind of is it an alternative milk or just normal milk?
Oh, just milk.
Good. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. You're a man. You don't need oat milk.
Someone said basic.
Let's put those thumbs out and we'll decide thumbs up for a second date and thumbs down for no second date. Mitch and Abby, please put your thumbs out. Audience, let's count them down. 3, 2, 1.
Okay,
All
okay,
right.
okay.
Blindfolds off.
Have a little gaze.
Abby, me, Mitch.
Oh, we didn't meet.
Oh,
We
you
met
guys have
outside.
met
Yeah,
did meet
when I got
outside.
here.
outside. So you guys met outside previously.
Just very briefly when I got here.
Did you have any inkling that it could have been the
Like a
person
spark?
you would? Yeah. Was there a spark?
I
there?
thought he was a good-looking dude.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Mitch? Picking up the vibes?
Well, we just said like hi and that's it. So I didn't really get any
Okay.
vibes.
All right.
All right. Well, now that you've got a good look at each other, you remember that foyer meeting. Keep that in your mind. Close your eyes and we'll go one more time now that you've seen each other. Thumbs up for a second date. Thumbs down for no second date. Audience, let's count them down one last time. 3, 2, 1. All right. Well, now is the fun part for you guys. Can I get you to put those blindfolds back on and let's see who wants to steal one of you beautiful people.
Oh yeah. So
Oh.
you guys both. Do you?
I don't eat Maccas, so.
She doesn't eat.
She doesn't eat Maccas.
So the only reason why you thumbs down is because you don't eat Maccas.
Well,
You know that was a joke, right? Like,
the other options weren't very promising either. So
fair enough.
The
fair
library
enough.
and the supermarket
Yeah.
weren't cutting it either.
no.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Just before we do ask, Mitch, I feel like it's fair to ask you two. Why did you thumbs down?
Well, I just get the vibe that you're looking for something a little bit more serious, and I don't think I can give you that. Let me answer that again.
Feel free.
I just didn't feel quite the chemistry that I would have liked.
That's more real. That's the real answer.
Period.
In his healing era.
Okay, hands up.
Mitch
Who
is
would like to
staying on the
steal one of these Lovely people.
Any Steelers in the... Oh, a few. Oh, we got
few
some
Steelers.
hands. The guy... Look, you're about to shit your pants with your hands.
Okay,
You're
come
so
on down, buddy.
keen.
Yep.
Come on. Hello, Kyle. Kyle, who have you come here to steal?
Abby.
Okay. Do you guys want to hold your hands out and maybe get some sensual touch going?
Sorry, my hands are cold and sweaty
It's all
because
right.
I'm nervous.
Kyle, what was it that made... I saw your hand go up,
Yeah.
bro. You were so fast with it. What was going on there?
I was very interested in someone that likes to go outdoors. Big fan of outdoors. I love it. I've been very much into outdoors since a child. So, yeah, I love hiking, all of that. Did it all in school.
And what's your coffee order?
I actually don't drink coffee.
Oh, wait, hang on. You have a chance to redeem yourself. Anything else you'd order? Hot chocolate?
Yeah.
Actual? Okay. Abby, what does that say about a man who orders a hot chocolate?
If you're a man, this is not just directed at you, this is to the people. If you're a man that orders a hot chocolate, we do make fun of you. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Like, I'm not going to doubt on that. I
You're
do that at my own work.
Do you ask for a marshmallow as well?
No.
Okay. We get people asking for a marshmallow.
What we'll do now is we'll get Mitch to take that blindfold off, and Mitch, you can go back to your seat. Let's hear it for Mitch on the street, everybody.
Mitch. Nice to meet you, Mitch.
What's the vibe you're getting from Mr. Steeler?
I like that he likes the outdoors. That's all I know so far, and that he drinks hot chocolates.
Anything else that you want to sell yourself with besides the hot chocolate and the outdoors?
I love camping, traveling. Studied to be a flight attendant to travel the world, see places,
Nice.
Okay.
go on different hikes in different countries.
Cool.
Current plan is to go to Brazil. Want to hike around Brazil, so
Cool.
Are you Brazilian yourself?
no, but my boss is, and he got me into wanting to go there.
Nice. What ethnicity are you? Because there's an accent.
I'm actually South African.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So-
I'm going to South Africa at the end of the year.
It's very hard to say. I want to be honest. There's not a lot of nice places.
She's already booked the trip, man. She's
just
Could've told me that
a
2 months
heads up.
Shall we do a thumbs up, thumbs down? Abby, you're the only one that's blindfolded here, so we'll do a little countdown. And if you'd
Okay.
like to go on a second date with your stealer, on the count of 3, 2, 1, go.
Sorry, I just
That's
don't know
alright.
enough about you yet. You know,
Oh, true.
I'm a very slow burner.
That's okay. We have the time. Well, actually, we don't have the time. We're getting time to wrap up, but you guys will have plenty of time afterwards. So,
But Abby, you can take your blindfold off and have a look.
Hi, sorry.
Yeah, all right.
What did you want to know? What was missing in the was it a deeper level thing?
Yeah, maybe. And just, I feel like some more like exciting, different things.
so we're not
I'm
going to
a
get a
bartender.
kiss. I'm guessing.
You've had like 5 tonight.
I know.
think
I
you
was
guys
trying
are
to get
fine.
3 from 3. It was my goal, but that's all right. 2 from 3 is fine.
That's
A
a no.
hug.
That's a big no. That's
There
a
we
hug.
go.
Look, this is the beauty of the dating void. We never know what's going to happen. Thank you so much. You can feel free to go
Thank
to the
you.
bar.
Guys.
Thank you for taking part in the dating void. Thank you for coming along. Thank you
Thank
for
you
watching.
guys so much for coming.
Let's hear it for our contestants tonight.